Hi, my name is Robert Madge and I'm currently in my A2 year at Ashbourne College. Since coming to Ashbourne, I've been attending critical theory seminars and I've learned a lot about feminism, something that I'd always been slightly aware of, but I didn't know the whole theories involved. And reading Laura Mulvey's essays has been really inspirational for me in terms of what I want to look at extracurricularly and reading outside of college. And Laura Mulvey wrote essays about the male gaze, and I'm studying media here. So this is a great subject for media. And the male gaze suggests that during a film, when the camera is placed on a woman, and we're given a point of view shot focusing on a woman, the audience are being positioned as the heterosexual man who is in the scene looking at that woman. This is experimented really well in Psycho, for example, in Hitchcock's Psycho, when Norman Bates spies on Marion Crane undressing for the shower. We have the brilliant point of view shot looking through the tiny hole in the wall of Marion undressing as she gets in the shower. And it's really disturbing to think that that is what society is, in effect. Men viewing women because they're women, because they are, in effect, either two roles, either the cook or the object that we bed, basically. And I would completely aim to challenge that in all of my studies and in my general life. Okay, so I'm a bit of a Disney enthusiast, and I am going to admit that is my guilty pleasure right now, because Disney is very misogynistic if we think about it. We have the insipid characters such as Snow White and Cinderella, who needs a magic wand to get her to the ball. A bit of a phallic symbol, I think. And then after Walt died, we had Ariel, the headstrong female who was determined, like Jane Eyre, for example, to go and fight for her man. These are the characters that I much prefer, and she defied the patriarchal system. And I'm going off on a bit of a tangent now. But Jane Eyre, I've just studied Charlotte Bronte's work throughout my whole AS year. And Bronte's aspirations were beyond any other female aspirations of her time. She constantly aimed to break the ideology, and Virginia Woolf once said at the section in one of the earlier chapters of the novel where Jane is standing on the turrets looking over at the land that surrounds Thornfield Hall, and she says, I longed for more than this. I want to be more than just a governess. Virginia Woolf once said that polemic paragraph was the absolute moral centre of the novel. And in my exam we had to talk about social class and women and how their values are constructed in society. And I find that absolutely fascinating, because that is exactly what a woman should aim for, as I'm very interested in drama as well. And the character of Nora in A Doll's House really gets to me, because one of her quotes from the play is, "I am first and foremost a woman, a human being," when she's being challenged, when her husband says, you can't leave your family, you have a husband and you're a mother. But she's not, she's a person who has feelings and opinions despite her gender, and she aims to challenge that, and she completely breaks that ideology. And I think that's really interesting, and I'm also interested in consumerism and how women are used in the commercial world for monetary gain. Outside High Street Kensington, there's a massive billboard outside American Apparel with a young girl dressed in a red hoodie, barely covering her body, and she just looks so sexually provocative. And I think it's disgusting that I've seen so many kids walking to school down High Street Kensington, and the fact that a woman would sell her body in such a way, wearing red, which is obviously a symbol of lust and love and danger, And I do think it's dangerous that society is being conformed to think of women in this derogatory way. And the new music video for Blurred Lines, the really huge, no idea why, really huge song at the minute by Robin Thicke, the music video is so misogynist, but misogyny is usually underlying, is usually the subtext, whereas with Blurred Lines, that's on the surface, misogyny. And what's underneath it, as I was taught by Wesley, the great critical theory expert, I was taught by Wesley that if misogyny is on the surface, what's underneath the surface is just so disturbing, and that's that it's seen through the perspective of a 12-year-old boy. There are balloons. Balloons are decorated in certain ways to form sexist messages. Words are formed from balloons involving the objectification of women, and it's at a party atmosphere, and there's toys everywhere, and all these naked ladies are parading around Robin Thicke, who's wearing the suit and is looking really dapper. And it's just disgusting, really. And if I were to study English literature at university, which I'm hoping to do, I would constantly aim to research more about feminism, learn as much as I can about it in order to challenge it, and hopefully make society understand that women are very much equal to men, completely equal.